this. I'm not even sure if he has seen me like this. Maybe Abel Cheng is also good to be upright like your friend. So that at least you also see me as the counsel is saying.
No.
Saying, the look I'm talking about. I think you got a first rest for them. And I've not seen him look at me.
I am not
He's
saying...
perpetually begging.
Not me standing... Yana, please.
I don't know whether if you meet with him...
Yana, why do you want to argue with me about something that I'm trying to tell you?
No, you see, it is you who has submitted that. But what I'm saying, he has not even looked at me.
No. Looking at you, not with his eyes like this.
With the hand.
The way he is feeling about this is the perception
but
of
you
what...
cannot want him to also be comfortable.
Yana, why you are doing it for me?
No, Yana, you're not doing that. He's just not being clear.
So ask me to be clear. Don't start talking to my client and start telling him, raise your head and start looking at me.
Yeah, but the council cannot quarrel with the court.
Yes.
Because the court needs to listen to me and ask me, please be clear.
But you are the one who raised the
Don't
the issue of C.
Don't jump with a person who is he has a lawyer, and therefore if the court...
And that is the only reason they comment.
You have a problem with English.
I'm clear in English.
This is the problem. The problem is English. You're not going to understand me. Allow me to explain.
You're not going to be personal. We be professional.
So please sit there.
No. You be clear to the court.
No, yesterday I said I'll allow them to have masks for their own security, nothing else. But I can tell you, this man have not seen even his eyes since the first response.
Yana, perception is not him when he's there to look at you.
No.
You understand what the court is saying.
Yes.
Please allow me to finish what I was saying.
You are a lawyer only.
Because I don't know if he's even seeing me. He's perpetually saying. Let counsel finish.
No. I've already taken over from him as a teacher to put his point articulate.
No, he's the one who is submitting the heading.
It is him. It is him, just it is him, not me. That what he's trying to put across is that from the ruling, the perception he has of the court.
No, he's saying the way he's seeing me and perceiving.
Allow me to the problem with the court.
Yes.
Allow us to say.
Your Honor, they need to be clear.
What I'm saying
English is simple. They need to be clear.
Which you do not
They are
understand.
not.
You don't understand English.
Clear.
What I'm saying.
Counsel raised the issue on C.
You know what I'm
Perceiving. He said the way he's seeing and perceiving. And I'm
You
saying,
know what you are saying.
and I'm not sure if he has seen me.
Take
Now that you know what I mean.
Take a cue
No, counsel.
when these people were on their feet.
No.
Yeah, but
It is
It's
counsel.
one of the reasons for your accusal.
two councils cannot be on their feet.
What I'm saying,
Yeah.
it is one. No, you are treating the court. And you know what you are saying? Our client sees you to be part of this state because you are not handling this matter as a judicial officer. And that's the ground for us to ask
Let
you
me
to
say
recuse
this.
yourself.
No, let me say this,
That
counsel.
take charge of this matter, allow counsels to have their day in court, allow the state to have their day in court, they will be allowed.
No, let me
But
say.
now what is happening, anytime defense counsel is raising up, the DPP as a mob and the court are completely not allowing us to present.
No, that is not correct.
Allow us to argue.
Not correct
Check.
at all. Your Honor, they cannot give
The world is see.
They cannot
Is
give
this
notice
court
in
being
court.
controlled by the
That
judiciary?
is not
It is
proper.
the judiciary.
We all have a duty. As
No, let me
advocates
say
in
this.
court.
I've been doing this work for some time, and it is not one or two occasions. Accused persons have come later and say, kesi yangu ilikuwa inasikizwa na hakimu na sijui imefika wapi. So the first question I ask, alikuwa mwanamke, alikuwa mwanaume? Pili, alikuwa mweupe, alikuwa mweusi, alikuwa anafananaje? Because if you give me that description, especially when I went to a station where the two adjudicating officers were both male, but one was extremely light-skinned, one was extremely dark-skinned. So if you tell me, alikuwa mwanaume, mweupe, mweusi, I'll now be able to guide the registry it is a file that was being handled by somebody. I'm just wondering, can the first respondent even describe my color, the skin of the way I look? Because Ombeta said that there he's seeing and perceiving. So first of all, I take it as the physical eyes, and now perceiving now from the heart. But since yesterday, first respondent has not raised his head. Maybe if you go to Andy Nodwell, he can tell maybe the lady looked.
If you allow
maybe her hair was.
If you allow Ombeta
yes.
without you defending yourself.
No.
What I'm saying, the problem with this court is that we are arguing with the court. Let us put our arguments, argue in a ruling. The courts argue in a ruling. If we exchange, then it does not have a difference who is the court and who are the defense team. Let Ombeta put his arguments which don't make sense.
Your Honor,
give a ruling.
The problem with seeking clarity. Then Mr. Ombeta clearly said seeing and perceiving.
I think when, not even that, when you're citing authorities, sometimes I ask, can you clarify on the citation?
That is perfect.
So that is okay. But when I clarify on another issue, it's a problem. You see, when I'm here, I see everybody else. And if I make an observation that I cannot tell how fast the respondent even looks like, it is new. And that has nothing to do with the issue of a ruling issue. Why is it that I'm not talking of these four? I've not said these four. Second respondent, I said I recuse myself. But for the first respondent, I don't even know how he looks. He's potentially bending. So can he also sit upright? So that I can be
in a very humble manner.
Yes.
Let me do it in a very humble manner. Please. If you are not certain of what I say, I will clarify. Yes. Do not invite the state to start defending you, because this issue I'm talking about is about my client and how he perceives. Not them. Let them keep quiet and wait. That's what we are. They stand up to defend you, you stand up to defend them. No. Where are we going?
Your Honor, I'm not understanding. As the advocate, not understanding that you have raised the issue that his client is perpetually bending down. That you want to be able to see him, so that as he's talking about seeing and perceiving, the client is also making sure he's responding to
I think by the time I was saying that I cannot even see the first respondent, I'm not even sure if the state can talk anything.
Allow me to break the ice. You know, we are at the response stage.
Yes. And it was just simple. Can he sit upright so that he can also be able to see the person he's making allegations against? It's also good that he can see the judicial officer.
If you order to stand up or sit down or kneel down, that's a court order.
Yes.
The DPP has no control over those people there.
In fact, I'm not even sad with them.
So you are saying?
No. In fact, I'm not even.
The DPP is forcing.
No. The people who should enforce are the officers who are here. These officers here.
Let me go on with my application.
And Your Honor, why we are telling you this? The person killed is a politician. The person there is a politician. Everybody in this matter is politics. We want a fair game.
Now, the more you say about him, the more you even disclose.
We want a fair game.
You're the one even disclosing now, Council Omari. You're not even disclosing more about him.
We are only asking, let the court take control of the court. The DPP has no role to control this court. That is what we have been asking this thing from starting. The police are quiet. The DPP is assuming the role of a judicial officer. We are not happy. Let the judiciary do it.
Your Honor, don't be directed.
You see?
You have powers to make
You
orders.
can control them now to sit down.
You can make orders. Yes. And Your Honor, we are waiting for response on matters of law. Only. These stories are not. We don't want stories. We want matters of law only.
Take charge of the court.
Please do. Kindly take charge.
Yes. Just telling the first respondent to sit up has brought all this argument. Can we just control ourselves, all of us? Mine was very simple. Let the first respondent sit up. Now we are taking like so many minutes, I think. I think that was just he sits up, then Council Ombeta proceeds. It was as simple as that. In fact, Council Omari, by the time I was saying that, you're not there. In fact, you have jumped in.
We never talked when they talked, because I was busy doing my work.
So
Let them listen.
let's just have Council Ombeta proceed.
Objections.
Let's just have Council Ombeta proceed.
That is, they're not to make objections. Yes, we can make objections. They can't stop us from addressing our issues. So that one should be noted clearly.
Let's have. We are still where Council Ombeta was saying the way the first respondent is seeing me and perceiving me is not comfortable. We can carry on from there, Council Ombeta.
You see, the reason why we are here is cannot cut it.
Yes.
So your Honor was saying,
Just to correct your mind again. So we are there where the way he's seeing me and perceiving me is not comfortable.
This matter
Yes.
is not on how you see yourself.
I think that one you had said just earlier. Here it's not the way I see myself. You had said that it's not about. I think you had said that somewhere on up here. Now we reached to. We had already talked about that. Now we had reached to where the way he's seeing me and perceiving me. I think that's where we were.
It is not how you see yourself. Because you might believe, or might think, or might imagine that what you have done does not have any bias to it. You will always do your work and think and believe that what you did was correct, maybe to the standard that is acceptable. But that is not the issue. You have given your ruling. Others agree, others do not agree. That's not the issue again. But the first respondent, does he now, after that, feel comfortable with how the court has handled the issue? Does he think